A couple of months ago, I came across someone selling their Fujifilm X-T20 with a trio of lenses, the 35 f2, the 50 f2, and the 15 to 45 power zoom, all for $800. And everything was in mint condition. $800 for all this goodness. So I jumped on the deal, I got it, and I wanted to shoot with this. You know, the 35 and the 50 were known quantities for me. I've owned the 35 for a couple of years in the past, and I shot with the 50 for several weeks. And those were phenomenal lenses. Excellent build quality, excellent glass and optics. But I've never tried the X-T10, 20, 30 series, and I wanted to see if this little 15 to 45 power zoom was any good. Suffice it to say, once I got the X-T20, I took a couple shots with the 50 and the 35, but then pretty much since then I've been using it exclusively with the 15 to 45 power zoom. And I have to say, I have been loving the combo of the X-T20 with that lens. It has almost kind of revitalized my photography in a way, you know, along with going on a lot of hiking trips so far in the past month, but taking that combo on all sorts of hiking trips, and it has been the perfect little setup for woodland photography, nature, landscapes, and documenting my family. And I am here to sing the praises of this lens and the X-T20 because I've really enjoyed using it. Right out of the gate, I quickly realized that the image quality this little lens can produce is outstanding. It's incredible. Great detail, very good sharpness, all in such a tiny package and for very little money at that. Not only is the image quality great, but it has a very handy feature with the optical image stabilization built in. And I've actually come to really enjoy this, and it's been very useful, especially with a lot of the woodland photography I've been doing lately. I'm routinely shooting at speeds around 1/30th of a second in the woods and 1/15th of a second and getting super sharp results, no issues at all. And I've even been able to get on the wide end at 15 usable shots, like very usable shots at 1/4 of a second and even down to 1/2 of a second, handheld. And I've even used that to get some handheld shots of some waterfalls at about 1/4 of a second to 1/2 of a second that look very nice. You know, you get the good smoothing out of the water, don't have to have a tripod on you. Just take the aperture to f20 or f18 and, you know, handhold it at 1/4 of a second. And also the close focusing capabilities of this lens. It's another great feature. On the wide end, it focuses so close that you can get pseudo-macro shots with this thing. And once again, the detail you can get out of this lens and the camera sensor is just awesome. That also lends itself well to watch photography, which I do a lot of. Definitely close focusing capabilities, pseudo-macro capabilities with this thing, another great feature of this lens. But yeah, over the past month, my family and I, we've gone on a lot of different hiking trips, really trying to take advantage of this fall weather and the fall colors and just the gorgeous nature around us. And the X-T20 with the 15 to 45 has been my companion the entire time, and I have to say, I have been really happy with a lot of the images I've been getting from this. It's just been a great combo, and as much as I love my X100T, you know, just taking that as my travel camera and family camera, using this combo has been, you know, it's shaken things up for me a little bit. It's gotten me outside of my comfort zone and kind of outside of the box a little bit, and I'm here to tell you that what you can get for such little money these days, you know, $400, $500, maybe even less than that if you're just gonna get the X-T20 with just, you know, this lens, you can get fantastic results and have so much fun on a very limited budget. It just kind of blows me away knowing what you can get, the results you can achieve with such little money when you think about, you know, how expensive an X-T4 is, or, you know, the new XH2, and, you know, not even including getting any glass for that. As you can probably tell, I have been just having so much fun and loving the images I've been getting. So I will say, all of this, gushing over this combo and the lens isn't without some cons. And while I do love the optical quality and, the features like the image stabilization, what brings me back down to earth and gives me a reality check is simply the build quality. And yes, this is a very affordable lens, and with that comes very budget build quality, let's say. First off, the power zoom I found to be very laggy and unresponsive at times. As a matter of fact, I'll turn the camera on and then give it a second or two and then start zooming in and out, and nothing. It's almost like it doesn't work. So I have to back off the zoom ring, give it a second, and then try again, and then now it zooms, it works fine. Just the overall responsiveness of the power zoom is just, I've just found to be kind of laggy and not the greatest. And with that, I've used this for the past 2 months, and I've taken it on quite a few hiking trips, and I've already noticed I've gotten some grit or some sand or some dirt in there, and it's starting to kind of be a little gritty when zooming in and out and when turning on. So I have to say, using something like this long term, if you're going to be very active with it, going on adventures, traveling, I very much question how long this will last before having to break and have to, buy a new one. Which I guess, the positive is, if for some reason this doesn't last too long, they're not very expensive to go buy another one. But I do like the idea of having a lens, like a good quality zoom or primes that are going to last. They're going to last years and years. That's one of the reasons why I really like primes. So build quality, longevity, probably not the best, but in terms of features for what you're getting and the image quality for what you can get, this is a powerhouse lens. It's pretty awesome. And the results you're gonna get paired with the Fuji body, X-T1, 2, or X-T20, they're awesome. And for such little money, you can just have so much fun. As for the X-T20, I'm pretty blown away by that camera in general. I really like the size, especially paired with the 15 to 45. It's such a lightweight and just small size and compact. It's been great taking on these little hiking trips. But the X-T20 has been fun to use. If you haven't seen my other video where I did some airplane photography with it, some air show photography, I paired the 70-300 with it, and it was adequate for doing that, especially for me, for someone who had never done that before. The X-T20 definitely could deliver, and it was just a matter of me learning how to do that type of photography, but the X-T20 was capable. Altogether, I've been very impressed, especially, like I said, for the money. What you can pick these up for used is a heck of a bargain, and it's been really fun the past couple months trying this out. All I have to say, I've had fun the past couple months using this, and I've really enjoyed the images I've been getting. So I want to encourage you, if you're in the market for a new camera, new lenses, whatever, look at Fujifilm's back catalog. Look to the past, especially if you're on a budget. X-T1s, X-T2s, X-T20s, X-T10s, all these can be had for relatively little money compared to the newer models. And, buying primes used, you can get a killer setup for $500, $800, which doesn't even come close to, what the newer bodies and lenses and stuff are going for. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the images. I had fun making this and shooting over the past couple months. It feels good to be shooting more again. And I will see you guys the next time I have any sort of fun photos to share. Thanks for watching.